Shiv, we also have news now which we can break about the Prime Minister morning visit to the Adampur Air Base where he met with the Air Force personnel, interacted with Jawans. We have visuals also which we'll just put up in a moment. But tell us more about this, quick trip by the Prime Minister, morale boosting visit there.
Very, very big visit of the Prime Minister to the Adampur Air Base in Punjab. Remember, Adampur had come under attack repeatedly by Pakistan drones. There had been a huge amount of misinformation from Pakistan's side that the Adampur Air Base had either been destroyed or damaged or compromised. And here you have Prime Minister Modi, a day after his big speech to the nation, visiting the Adampur Air Base. The Adampur Air Base is a frontline air base not very far from the international border. It is an airbase that is obviously a military airbase which has combat aircraft squadrons that have been involved in the ongoing operations, including Operation Sindoor. And the pictures of Prime Minister at the Adampur airbase are absolutely significant. They are dripping with symbolism because this is an airbase that not only participated in the operations, but one that the Pakistan Air Force not only directly tried to target, but they also got their cyber warriors to try and paint an image of destruction and damage. Yesterday, you had the armed forces generals at their briefing say that every single airbase of the Indian Air Force is completely operational and ready to jump back into operations. And barely 24 hours later, Prime Minister Modi is at the Adampur airbase. Pictures of him interacting with air warriors. Very nice picture of people taking selfies with him there. The Adampur airbase is one that has frontline squadrons of combat aircraft that are pushed into operations at very, very short notice. Extremely sensitive airbase, like I said, that's very close to the IB. Clearly, the Prime Minister choosing Adampur for a very, very specific reason, to send out a message that not only is all well, but this is an airbase that is operationally ready to leap back into the fight. Remember, the Prime Minister yesterday had said Operation Sindoor is not over. Military operations against Pakistan have only paused right now because of the understanding that has been reached between the two countries. But what the Prime Minister is sort of radiating out with these images coming in, including that very telling image of the Prime Minister. I want to read out what it actually says in that picture. It says, "Why enemy pilots don't sleep well," in front of a picture of I think that's a MiG-29. There is a MiG-29 squadron that is based in Adampur, is very, very symbolic. It sends out a huge message. This is messaging 101. Mind games being played from the Indian side as well, for the Prime Minister to pose in front of that model of a MiG-21 saying why our enemies don't sleep well. I think Pakistan would definitely have got the message.
That's right, Shiv, and we'll just try to show our viewers, what is written on top. It's getting blocked by our bans there, but very significant, this visit of the Prime Ministers to Adampur especially. This is India's second largest Air Force base, and this area has been on edge for the last couple of days, ever since Operation Sindoor. And Shiv, as you pointed out, there were all these, reports on social media of all kinds of attacks in Adampur. Yes, there were some drones, that drone offensive that one saw taking place there, and even in the fields there have been drones that have fallen there that were countered very effectively by our own defense system. So the fact that the Prime Minister chose to visit Adampur, and that other photograph is also very heartening, the one where he's surrounded by the Air Force personnel. But yes, so now with normalcy returning here, the Prime Minister sending out this very strong message, visiting Adampur, a base of ours, a very one of the second largest bases, and this whole area has been on edge ever since these hostilities began, isn't it, Shiv?
Absolutely correct. I couldn't agree with that assessment more. These images are very, very important, not just to the Air Force itself, but also to the families of each and every one of the officers and airmen that you actually see in those pictures interacting with the Prime Minister. I wanted to add another very interesting nugget that may have, missed the attention of our viewers around the world, and that is that China has been trying to help Pakistan sell the idea that damage has been inflicted to air bases like Adampur. And it has come to our attention that China has been peddling either doctored satellite images or old images from before Operation Sindoor, when some kind of reconstruction work was taking at the base, to make it seem like Pakistan had actually managed to penetrate and damage the Adampur base. But that got busted by many different fact checkers and satellite imagery analysts like Damien Simon, whose imagery we use here on NDTV. So China also stands exposed as far as the Adampur base is concerned. And Pakistan clearly needed doctored and fake satellite images in order to, keep its domestic population in the fantasy land of having somehow inflicted damage on India. The truth is there to see. Not only has there been no damage whatsoever at the Adampur base, but everyone is on complete operational alert. It's so lovely to see officers and airmen in their flying overalls, and work clothes, all there on the tarmac with the Prime Minister, all of the air warriors, crowding around the Prime Minister. Remember, Narendra Modi always tries and makes it a point to visit military facilities, no matter what the occasion, whether it is New Year or Diwali or whatever. This is, of course, a different kind of occasion. India has just made military history in terms of launching airstrikes deep inside enemy territory in Pakistan. Now, we don't know for sure, and we will never, of course, conjecture on whether Adampur combat squadrons were involved in those strikes. But I'm going to go ahead and guess that, in a whole nation approach, when the Indian Air Force was fully involved, all of our frontline air bases must have been involved in some way or the other, and so too would have been Adampur. So this is hugely symbolic. It's hugely significant. It means very much to the Air Force. It means an enormous amount to the families of officers and airmen, who would be back home in different parts of the country, spending sleepless nights, worrying about, the safety of their, beloved family members who are on the front lines at frontline air bases like Adampur. And believe me when I say, for them to see the Prime Minister there with the warriors, with the air warriors, sends out an incredible message. And I'm talking about just domestically, so you can imagine what this message sends out to Pakistan. At this point of time, Pakistan, look at the contrast between the two sides. On Pakistan, you've got 12 air bases with missile holes and debris and destruction in them. And here you've got the Prime Minister in these shiny pictures that have been released by the Prime Minister's office of him with a completely undamaged and intact Adampur Air Force Base, which Pakistan had claimed had been damaged, but is clearly not.
Base did play a crucial role in the India-Pakistan war back in 1965, and so now to have the Prime Minister there, given the kind of false information that was spread regarding Adampur, and also given the kind of tensions along the border, to have the Prime Minister visiting this base and interacting with the personnel. Just take a look at those visuals. This, even as normalcy is slowly returning, as we're saying, to these border areas. The Prime Minister in his speech yesterday did, state out those new red lines as well, as far as India goes, vis-a-vis the terror that emanates from Pakistan. So, Shiv, even as this update, we're looking at these visuals and reports of the Prime Minister's visit to Adampur. There is developments in Shopian encounter as well, which you were reporting on, and now NDTV's Nazir Masoodi confirming that 3 terrorists have been killed in that Shopian encounter. We will get you more on that story, but Shiv, coming back to in Delhi, we have the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh currently holding a review meeting with the tri-services chiefs, and I was wondering how come the Prime Minister wasn't holding that meeting, given that that has been what we've seen these last couple of days. And then you bring us this news that the Prime Minister actually on this visit to the Adampur airbase.
And that's also the reason why the Chief of the Air Staff is not in that meeting with the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. Neither the Prime Minister, who could have been heading the meeting, but if you notice in the picture, you've got the Army Chief there, the Navy Chief there, the CDS there, but you've got the Vice Chief of the Air Staff, not Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh, the Chief of the Air Staff, because he obviously was accompanying Prime Minister as is protocol to the Adampur Air Base. The other people in those pictures who would have met Prime Minister would be the base commander, commander of the Adampur base, the squadron commanders and others, the operation chiefs of Adampur, who would have all played a key role in Operation Sindoor. I have no doubts about that. The specifics, of course, are under a shroud of secrecy and are classified in the way they should be, and we will not speculate about them. But this sends out such an incredibly important message at this point of time. It radiates strength. It busts much of the misinformation that has been coming in from Pakistan, where they specifically focused on Adampur. And let me just dwell for a moment on why the Prime Minister has chosen to go to Adampur. And if people are curious, why not Pathankot or Amritsar or even Srinagar, which were all under quote-unquote attack from Pakistan, and which Pakistan had suggested had been damaged in the drone attacks, etc. Adampur is one base in Punjab that Pakistan had repeatedly tried to project as having been damaged, having been compromised, scores of aircraft destroyed, personnel killed, the squadrons have been depleted there, a huge amount of destruction, and that the airbase will take years and years to be resurrected again. And then pop come these pictures from the Adampur airbase, where you've got the Prime Minister interacting with shiny, happy air warriors. They don't look tired at all. These are very professional military personnel of the Indian Air Force. I'm sure that each and every one of them has had some kind of role to play or other in Operation Sindoor, because remember, when it's a frontline base not very far from the sphere of the action, you are plugged in no matter what. You may not have a direct role in what is happening, and I'm sure Adampur actually did have a direct role. Whether it is air defense, whether it is fighter aircraft, whether it is radar control, whether it is support operations, whether it is logistics, whether it is a staging ground for more fighter operations, Adampur is a key base. And like you rightly said, it has been a key base, across the spectrum of India-Pak conflict, from the 1965 war to the 1971 war. It has Pakistan has tried to attack this base in the past because it is also very strategic and not very far from the international border. So Prime Minister Modi picking Adampur to visit instead of any other base is no coincidence, believe me, because this is the place where the Pakistan Air Force had its eye. They did want to try and cause maximum damage here. Wave after wave of drones and loitering munitions did try and land at this base, but all and each and every one of them was thwarted. So clearly the Prime Minister knows more than a thing or two about why Adampur is the place he needed to be today.
That's right, and we're also joined by Nazir for more. And Nazir, a big message there by Prime Minister, as Shiv was telling us, the reason Adampur was chosen was because of the kind of misinformation and lies from Pakistan. And even as Operation Sindoor is on hold, as told to us by the Prime Minister yesterday in his address, the tension continues, but a big, boost for the morale of security forces with this visit by the Prime Minister.
Well, actually, Prime Minister is translating his words into action when in his address to nation he saluted armed forces, Air Force, Army, Navy. Then he is going on the ground and saluting them actually. And then there is a bigger message that Adampur Air Base is functional, as functional that Prime Minister can land there and meet with the Air Force officers and Jawans, airmen there, and show it is functional, nothing has happened. Contrary to the claims and the propaganda emanating from Pakistan that Adampur base was hit and there was S-4 air defense system that has been targeted and all that. This is the message to everybody. Look, this is the base where even Prime Minister can land. He is there meeting with the airmen and, as I said, translating his words into action. And it's not just the personnel there at the Adampur Air Force airmen. It's also to all the security force personnel, Army, this Air Force and Navy, sending the message, I'm with you on the ground. It was not that Prime Minister was doing meeting with the 3 service chiefs in the rooms. He's going there, seeing what exactly has been accomplished by the Air Force, Indian Air Force, and it is a tribute to all the entire Air Force across the country, be it in Srinagar, here in Srinagar, Air Force Station Srinagar, or Avantipora, or Udhampur, or Pathankot, or the Adampur, wherever. So it is essentially a political leadership which actually showing the soldiers you are not alone. We are together that time during that fight, and we are here coming and saluting you, which he tried to did in his address to the nation. So essentially, these were the places, these air bases, which actually where the attacks on Pakistan was launched. Not only attacks were launched at their air bases, at their militant, these headquarters, whether it was Jash, Lashkar, Murdiki, or Bahawalpur, or then in POK's Kotli or Muzaffarabad or other places. It's also these places which have had a robust and integrated air defense mechanism which actually foiled most of the Pakistani air attacks or the missile attacks or drone attacks. These are the places, these are the Air Force stations which have played key role in India's defense mechanism, and shows India's defense mechanism is impregnable. In most of the places there was some damage to the infrastructure, which Air Force had said that for example in Srinagar, medical facility of the Air Force station or the schools were damaged. But when it comes to the functionality of these Air Force stations, it is very much there, and Prime Minister's visit to Adampur actually explains and gives a big message to the whole world.
So for viewers who may just be tuning in, that's the big breaking news right now. The pictures you're seeing on your screens is Prime Minister Narendra Modi today visiting Punjab's Adampur airbase, the second largest airbase in the country, interacting with soldiers, even being briefed by officers there days after the ceasefire. And Shiv, as we were talking about the significance of Adampur being chosen by the Prime Minister for this visit, because on that intervening night when we saw the hostilities between India and Pakistan on May 9th and 10th, there were all these reports of Adampur having been targeted by Pakistan. Yes, there were drones that did target Adampur. That is correct. But however, there was no destruction or any sort of hit on the Adampur airbase, even though this was spread quite extensively on social media. And Shiv, it's quite stark to see the difference between how India and our services, our defense services, have displayed the exactly and very, in a very calm manner, the kind of destruction we wrought in Pakistan on air bases there. They've not been able to show us anything besides this misinformation online.
That's a huge point, and I'm so glad you made it. Remember that, Pakistan's misinformation is usually never very difficult to bust. But I think what you've basically seen is the Prime Minister embody perhaps the most epic fact check of Pakistani lies that has ever been, attempted by anyone here in this country. Pakistan has been releasing image after image, satellite image after satellite image of destruction at Adampur, and here you've got the senior most politician of the country, the Prime Minister of the country, landing there. Believe me, nobody can land at a damaged base. The SPG would never allow the Prime Minister to land at a base if it was even, a 0.25% compromised or had been compromised by weapons sent in from Pakistan. So the very presence of the Prime Minister there is a huge fact check, first of all. It completely busts the misinformation as far as damage to the base is concerned. It confirms, on the contrary, that Adampur is fully ready for war. It also confirms to me, on the side of my mind, that Adampur had a very, very key role to play in Operation Sindoor in terms of, support operations as well as frontline operations using combat aircraft. And I think the contrast that you just pointed out is very, very important. The fact that Pakistan has shown no imagery of what has happened at its air bases. All we have are satellite images and battle damage visuals that have been largely put out, by the Indian Armed Forces across two briefings, or by open source satellite imagery experts. Vishnu put out a few images earlier today by Maxar as well. Pakistan has done nothing of the sort because the picture there, unlike in Adampur, is a reality. The damage there is real, it's visible, it's not doctored. You can't fake that. And therefore, putting out those images would be very, very difficult. You can't hide, the damage caused by a BrahMos or a Scalp missile in a day or two. Adampur, the same thing actually applies. If it was compromised or damaged in any way, Believe me, no force on earth could have gotten it ready in a couple of days for a visit by the Prime Minister. So anyone who thinks that this is optics or this is, this has been staged in order to send out some kind of a mind game message or psychological operations is wrong. I have visited the Adhampur base many times in the past. And like you said, it's the second largest Air Force base in the country, huge historic significance, and has recently obviously also made history as part of Op Sindoor. So I feel really, really well chosen by the Prime Minister. He's ticked a lot of boxes by choosing this base to visit today.
That's right, and not to say that there wasn't, panic in these areas and in all the areas over these last 4 days before the ceasefire was finally declared. In Adhampur as well, people had to stay indoors. There was blackout. There was attempts at, the drone attacks and even talks of, a missile being attempted. But the defense system, India's defense system in all these bases really withstood all these aggressions from Pakistan. And that is something that our forces have also told us time and again, right, Shiv?
Absolutely correct. The incredible valor of the Indian Armed Forces is so manifest in some of these images that have come out that have been released by the Prime Minister. I'm hoping that there will be some video footage as well. But remember, this is an Air Force base that's in the middle of a live operation. Let's tell all of our viewers, Gargi, that Operation Sindoor, as the Prime Minister himself reminded, has only paused. It has not stopped. So if there are any escalations from the Pakistan side, you better believe the fact is going to be back in the operations just like it was during the initial 3 days of Operation Sindoor. So it is sent.
Try and, restore that audio line with Shiv, but let's go to Nazir now. And Nazir, so the optics of the Prime Minister visiting Adhampur Air Base, and as Shiv was telling us, there were several air bases and, areas all along the western border that have seen these very stressful nights and have been on high alert. But the symbolism of visiting Adhampur and also the message that it will send out, not just in Adhampur, but across the Western Front, and to all our services, to their families as well. A morale boosting visit by the Prime Minister, also showing that the Pakistani lies will not hold.
Well, as the armed forces have accomplished their mission, it's now the responsibility of the leadership to show the gratitude. And after, as I said earlier, address to the nation, Prime Minister is now translating his words into action, going there, meeting the airmen, and what he said, saluting them. And why Adhampur is very significant, not just its air base, one of the largest air base in India, particularly in the Western Front. It is also what was in the news and the propaganda was S-400 defense system, air defense system. So Pakistan we have hit that. The fact is, S-400 defense system is something which can actually track over 300 targets and then engage 36 targets simultaneously. So that is the capacity and the importance of this. And this Adhampur is housing that, and it is being used from there. And all these air defense systems, India's air defense integrated air defense system was activated for 4 days till the time this ceasefire was announced, and still they have been in operational readiness. And Prime Minister going there, showing gratitude and telling the servicemen and the country also, because when there was war-like situation, it was not just armed force, but every Indian was on the side of armed forces and boasting their morale and supporting them. And as Prime Minister said, cutting across party lines, whether it was opposition, whether it was any religious groups, social groups, everybody was on the same page. And perhaps the Prime Minister represent that, to show that gratitude and visiting them, and also showing how these air bases are functional. Well, India has clearly said that how many air bases they have destroyed or damaged in Pakistan, including important air bases like Noor Khan, so these are and several other air bases which have been hit, including in Islamabad. So when you have all these are Rahim Yar Khan Air Base. So these are very important, significant air bases which have been hit. On the other side, what Pakistan was talking about, Adampur Air Base, hitting that, damaging it, and hitting S-400 system. Prime Minister's visit is actually debunking that propaganda. When Prime Minister can land at the air base, Adampur Air Base, that settles this issue. That's it is functional. It is so functional, so perfect that Prime Minister can land at this airbase. That is the bigger message. And also then to every airman, every soldier on the border, that when Prime Minister goes and meets armed forces there, it is clearly showing how government and the leadership of the country is firmly behind the armed forces and celebrates the accomplishments armed forces have made during this limited war-like situation with Pakistan, where India has clearly said that we have hit the targets, whether it was terror targets at 9 sites, 3 in Punjab province, 6 in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and then when Pakistan tried to target India's defense establishment, including air bases, India hit back strongly and hit Pakistan's military installations and air bases. And when Pakistan said these air bases they have hit, destroyed or damaged, Prime Minister going there today and showing to the world that this airbase, largest airbase, is safe as Prime Minister can land there, and the assets, air assets, are very much safe as well. So that is the bigger message, and also the showing the resolve of the country, not just the armed forces, what they have achieved, and what Prime Minister said in his yesterday's address to the nation, talking about terror and trade cannot go together. Blood and water cannot flow together.
Nazir, I'd just like to, sorry to interrupt you, I'd just like to read out what the Prime Minister has posted. In fact, he has shared more photographs as well, and we've put those up on your screen. The Prime Minister has posted on social media that earlier this morning, I went to AFS Adampur Air Force Station and met our brave air warriors and soldiers. It was a very special experience to be with those who epitomize courage, determination, and fearlessness. India is eternally grateful to our armed forces for everything they do for our nation. So that is what the Prime Minister posted as he visited Adampur this morning, and he's shared more photographs. Shiv, back with us. And Shiv, it's really heartening to see the kind of excitement and joy on the faces of these Air Force men with the Prime Minister's visit.
You can only imagine what's going through the mind of these air warriors. I mean, they are literally in an operational area in the middle of a live operation, a historic military operation, nothing routine about Operation Sindoor. And you have the Prime Minister landing up. I am telling you for a fact that owing to security concerns, most of the people there at the base would not have known that the Prime Minister is coming. Only the top commanders, the base commander and others, on a need-to-know basis would have known that the Prime Minister was actually coming. This sends out a huge message at so many levels. A, he's with the forces, he's spending time with our soldiers, airmen who are on the front line, actually doing the heavy lifting of, imposing punitive measures on Pakistan. Number two, he's sending out the message that the Adampur Air Force Base is in ship shape, completely ready and involved in operations as it has been since the beginning of Operation Sindoor. C, he's sending a message to the families of Indian Air Force personnel saying, I'm with your men and women. You don't have to worry about them. I've got their back because I'm going to be there personally. D, this is a message to China. China has been peddling misinformation, saying, giving doctored satellite images to Pakistan for their domestic audience to suggest that the Adampur Air Base has been put out of order, has been damaged beyond recognition, and will take years to be resurrected once again. And finally, this is a message, I think, to India at large to say, this is not over. This is an operation that's still very much on, and that the Prime Minister stands with, with the forces. I have been in frontline areas, when there have been dignitary visits and VVIP visits of this kind. Usually journalists are not allowed there when these things are happening, but they do get to interact with soldiers, warriors, air warriors and sailors after the Prime Minister has left. And there is no exaggerating how valuable and how much it means to people in uniform when they are visited, by the Prime Minister or the President. It is a huge symbolic gesture. It means very much to them. It may not seem like much to many people, but it means everything to those, who've put their shoulder to the wheel to protect the country, and especially at a time when the Indian Air Force has conducted India's most ambitious, audacious, risky and impactful non-war military operation. These images of the Prime Minister that he's put out visiting the frontline Adampur Air Force Base sends out all the right messages. It positively radiates psychological mind games as far as Pakistan is concerned. And I'm going to go ahead out on a limb and say, other than the Indian missiles landing in Pakistan Air Force bases, this is perhaps the biggest message India could possibly have sent out.
That's right. And just let's take a look at these visuals again. The Prime Minister sharing more of them. He posted, in fact, on social media about his visit to Adampur this morning. And just look at the joy on the faces of our Air Force men there, our air warriors. And Adampur especially chosen when they say, a picture means more than 1,000 words. This really is, signifying that. It's showing us exactly that, to have the Prime Minister at this border Air Force base, interacting with the Air Force men, with the air warriors, at a time when there's been so much tension and anxiety in the country during the time of the conflict along our western border. Many of the people in this area as well, remember, have been living under blackouts, have been living under stress of attacks from Pakistan. There have been drone attacks aimed at Adampur. There's also reports of missile aimed at Adampur, but all of it was countered by our air defense system. And now the Prime Minister, they're showing and standing with our Air Force men, with our servicemen. The BJP has announced, Tiranga Yatras in various parts of the country to appreciate the armed forces and Operation Sindoor, but nothing could be, more heartening or morale boosting than this visit by the Prime Minister. Let's go across to Nazir also, who joins us from Srinagar. And like Adampur, Nazir, even in, various parts of Jammu and Kashmir, there have been such stress and tension over these last couple of days during the conflict, but now as ceasefire seems to be holding for the moment, what a visit, what a moment to have the Prime Minister visiting this airbase and just being there among our air warriors.
Exactly, and but also it shows, besides courage of the saluting the courage of the air warriors, Air Force, armed forces, and it, number one, the way it has shown the accuracy of India's missile strikes. It has shown the great performance of India's air defense system. It has shown the drone penetration into Pakistan, hitting the targets while it hurts, whether it was terror targets or the military targets, all that. But also when Prime Minister goes to this airbase, largest airbase, it also shows that peace. There's ceasefire along the line of control and the borders. India and Pakistani DGMOs have spoken, reiterated that not a single round will be fired from both sides. That is, they have made the commitment. And also bigger than that, much bigger than that, which nobody could have thought, that India and Pakistan will start moving forward with this lightning speed, which is that is withdrawal of troops from the border areas and the forward areas. That is what both DGMOs have yesterday resolved. So, and in the backdrop of that, Prime Minister visiting Adampur Air Base is a most significant thing. Not just when there's war-like situation, India can hit back and hit hard. It is a showing the courage of airmen, accuracy of missile strikes, and penetration into Pakistan, and above all, the India's performance India's this air defense system, how most of the missile attacks and drone attacks from Pakistan, they were neutralized. That is something Adampur, when we say, which is housing S-400 air defense system, which is one of the most advanced missile systems in the world. and how it is so robust, how it has helped India's integrated air defense system. All this thing, when there was a lot of propaganda, Prime Minister reaching there, landing there, and tells the story. The air base is perfectly all right. That is the story. And now, from that confrontation, when Adampur was used to target Pakistan and also neutralize attacks from Pakistan, now it is time, after the ceasefire, India means it, our Prime Minister can land there, not just to salute the air warriors, armed forces, everybody who took part in this war, limited war, but also shows now it is almost now all right. So we have achieved the target. Armed forces have accomplished their targets, mission. Now the leadership of the country is there to salute them and show what India can do in peace and also in war.
That's right. And let's just read out once again what the Prime Minister posted about his visit this morning, where he says, I met our brave air warriors and soldiers, a special experience to be with those who epitomize courage, determination and fearlessness. So a big message by the Prime Minister visiting the Adampur air base, one of the second largest air bases of the country. And let's go back to Shiv for more on this story and more on the significance and the messaging that it sends out, because Shiv, even though we say that there was a lot of propaganda and false news being put out there by Pakistan, by China, regarding the damage that was caused to the Adampur air base, and even though it was denied by our forces, always there's some doubts that remain. Maybe something did happen, maybe there was something that took place there, but with the Prime Minister's visit really putting all those doubts to rest, at this time of psychological warfare, in a sense, with the kind of false news being fed on social media, the fog of war and whatnot. But now this, and look at this particular picture where you have that, very wide shot of the Prime Minister where you can see the entire airbase. So very, very significant in putting to rest all those rumors and, fake news that was being spread online.
I don't want to use an extreme word here, but, this is the equivalent of a psychological slap to your enemy. At a time when your enemy or your adversary, in this case Pakistan, has spent the last 4 or 5 days, 6 days rather, painting a picture of Adampur being completely out of action. Being damaged beyond recognition, the fact that aircraft there have been destroyed. I just heard from a friend in the government that one of the things that Pakistan had been pushing through social media a lot was that the Pakistani missiles had destroyed an S-400 site in Adampur, that 60 plus personnel had been killed in Adampur, that the runway has been completely deactivated by bombs. All of this, to be completely debunked in a handful of images of the Prime Minister at this frontline airbase, holds more than just symbolic value, because what the Prime Minister has done by choosing to land at Adampur is send out not just a psychological slap. This isn't just about busting misinformation. This is about sending out a very operational message. This is about reminding Pakistan and reminding really the world, some of which still stands amazingly with Pakistan, that India may have entered a ceasefire understanding with Pakistan, but our warriors on our frontline bases are on a war alert, on a hair trigger to leap, without thinking twice, following orders and getting straight back into operations. And let's make no mistake that Adampur's sheer geography, its location, very close to the international border, frontline airbase, which has been a staging ground for airstrikes in Pakistan across our wars in 1971, 1965 and after that, means that Adampur holds enormous both operational and symbolic value. The Prime Minister interacting with the base commander, the pilots, the radar controllers, the air traffic personnel, the maintenance men and women, the air warriors across so many numerous functions at a large base like Adampur is going to be of inestimable value, because the armed forces don't often see their Prime Minister. Most men and women in uniform go about their careers in the military without ever getting a chance to interact with the Prime Minister. But for him to make a stop there, and it doesn't look like it was a whistle stop, it looks like he actually did spend a few hours there, had a meal with them, or at least a snack with them, obviously also addressed them and boosted their morale. But I have to say, after what the Indian Air Force has pulled off in the last few days, morale must be very, very high right now. So I don't think any morale boosting would have actually been necessary, but it's still such an amazing gesture that the Prime Minister has chosen to be there. I wonder if the Prime Minister will visit other military bases or sites, but we must also remember that there is a huge security implication to all of this. So the Prime Minister choosing to be in Adampur right in the middle of operations, 2 days after this very base would have been part of historic long-range strikes into Pakistan, sort of boggles the mind a little bit. I'm wondering how the security establishment pulled it all together.
That's right. Really, it must have been quite something to pull this off. As we were reporting on NDTV earlier about the meeting that Rajnath Singh was holding with the Tri-Services Chief, and as Shiv, you pointed out, the Air Force Chief was missing from that meeting, and now we know why, because then shortly after that came this news that the Prime Minister is actually in Adampur, where he has met with our air warriors there, and a big boost for them, and also, as Shiv pointed out, a slap in the face in the sense to all the sort of propaganda and wrong news that was being put out by Pakistan, by China, that Adampur had been compromised during the hostilities between India and Pakistan, during the conflict that took place. There you can see now we have a video as well of the Prime Minister's visit. Just take a look there, interacting with all those Air Force personnel there.
भारत माता की भारत माता की
All right, so there you can see videos now of the Prime Minister's visit as he arrived there, walking across the tarmac to meet with the Air Force officials and all the air warriors as he described them. And Shiv, there with us, and Shiv, the significance of Adampur in Jalandhar district and so close to the international border. Also, one of the lies that was spread by Pakistan, as Nazir was pointing out, was the destruction of the S-400 air defense system, which is here in Adampur. And so tell us a bit about the significance of that with our viewers.
It was one of the most aggressively pushed pieces of misinformation that came in from Pakistan. You saw it being spread across multiple handles. It had gone completely viral. There were doctored images and doctored satellite images that were pushed by Pakistan to suggest that they'd been able to hit, an S-400 air defense missile site situated in Adampur. First of all, there is no confirmation that S-400 even exists in Adampur. Secondly, for Pakistan to make this claim is ludicrous, because the Indian Air Force has confirmed at its armed forces briefing, and this is not something that can be faked, that there was no damage whatsoever to any of its S-400s. This is something that most people don't know. The S-400s did not even need to fire a single missile as part of that incredibly intricate symphony of air defense that played out during the drone swarms and airspace violations. So the Prime Minister being there in Adampur, in fact, someone just sent me a list of the things that Pakistan had said about Adampur, and I want to read it out because it's actually quite hilarious. They claimed that they had hit the Adampur runway. Pakistan claimed that they had hit an Adampur S-400 missile site. Pakistan had claimed that drones had hit the Adampur radar and sensor facility. Pakistan claimed that 60 plus personnel, air warriors, had been killed at the Adampur base as a result of their drone and missile strikes. Pakistan used morphed satellite pictures supplied, obviously, surprise, surprise, by China to suggest that damage had been done at Adampur. This has been debunked by open source imagery analysts. And finally, Pakistan said that the Adampur airbase will be out of action for years since the damage caused has been so destructive. It will take years of reconstruction and renovation for it to be worthy of military operations once again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 or 6 pieces of misinformation by Pakistan only pertaining to Adampur have been busted in just a couple of hours during this visit by Prime Minister Modi. And I think there couldn't be a better way to have fact-checked Pakistan, humiliated the enormous misinformation.
All right, so that is the big breaking news. We're bringing you this a visit of the Prime Ministers. What a moment to have just 2 days after the ceasefire is declared, even as we remain in a state of high alert, high vigil along our border after the ceasefire and after the hostilities between India and Pakistan, the conflict that we have seen, the Prime Minister now visiting Adampur Air Base in Jalandhar district near the international border. This is one of our key air bases, the second largest in the country that has played a key role in wars, from 1965 to the Kargil war as well, and which was a target of misinformation by Pakistan. Yes, there were drones that were targeted here and missiles, but all of them had been intercepted by our air defense system. However, the lies continue to be spread on social media, on even claims being made by Pakistan about how the Adampur Air Base had been severely damaged in those hostilities, in strikes by Pakistan, which was denied by the defense forces. But even so, just to have the Prime Minister actually visiting there, really putting to rest if any doubts remained anywhere regarding Adampur Air Base. So the Prime Minister making this quick trip this morning to the Adampur Air Base, interacting with soldiers, and he also posted regarding this, saying that I met our brave air warriors and soldiers, a special experience to be with those who epitomize courage, determination and fearlessness. Aishwarya also joins us for more. And Aishwarya, what a moment. Look at the optics of this, to have the Prime Minister visiting this air base that was targeted by Pakistan, and also much misinformation was spread regarding this air base on social media as well. So quite a moment, and it was done so quietly. We had no idea. With the Raksha Mantri was holding a meeting in Delhi with the Tri-Services Chief, but the Air Force Chief was missing, and now we know why.